The next trillion-dollar company won't build cars, phones, or social networks. It'll build intelligence. Somewhere right now, in a small apartment, maybe even a dorm room, a handful of engineers are training a new kind of AI system, one that could disrupt every major industry overnight. And when it launches, it won't just create another tech giant, it will redefine capitalism itself. This is how the next trillion-dollar company will be born. For decades, the world's most valuable companies were built on infrastructure, factories, oil fields, and supply chains. Then came the internet era, where platforms like Amazon, Google, and Facebook made billions by controlling data. But the next wave, the AI era, is different. It's not about collecting data, it's about understanding it, learning from it, and predicting the future with it. And whoever masters that one, and whoever builds the smartest, most efficient AI, will own the single most valuable resource in history: intelligence. This is why investors, billionaires, and tech giants are all chasing the same dream: the creation of an AI so powerful, so general, and so scalable that it could become the next trillion-dollar empire. And surprisingly, it might not come from Silicon Valley's giants. It could come from a startup no one has ever heard of yet. 1. The shift in the power structure. For the last 20 years, trillion-dollar companies have followed one rule: scale humans through technology. Google scaled human curiosity. Amazon scaled human convenience. Apple scaled human connection. But AI changes everything, because now we can replace human labor, not just scale it. The next trillion-dollar company won't rely on armies of employees or warehouses of machines. It will rely on algorithms, systems that think, plan, and adapt faster than any human workforce ever could. And here's the key difference. In the Industrial Revolution, wealth was built on efficiency. In the AI revolution, wealth will be built on intelligence. 2. The new gold rush: artificial general intelligence. Right now, AI startups are racing toward one ultimate goal: artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a system that can learn anything, solve any problem, and improve itself without human help. Whoever achieves AGI first will own the most powerful invention in human history. It would be like creating a digital Einstein, one that never sleeps, never dies, and learns at the speed of light. And unlike the old tech giants weighed down by bureaucracy and regulations, startups move fast, take risks, and innovate without limits. That's why the most radical AI research isn't coming from Google or Meta. It's coming from small, unknown startups fueled by ambition and billion-dollar backing. Companies like Anthropic, xAI, and Inflection AI are already being valued in the tens of billions, and they haven't even scratched the surface of what's possible. One of them, or one like them, could soon cross the trillion-dollar line. 3. The formula for a trillion-dollar AI startup. So, what does it take to become a trillion-dollar AI company? It comes down to 4 key pillars: data access. The more diverse and valuable your data, the smarter your AI. Compute power. The hardware, GPUs, cloud infrastructure that fuels large-scale learning. Talent density. The world's best engineers, researchers, and mathematicians working toward one goal. Distribution. The ability to reach millions instantly through scalable platforms. Most big tech firms have the data and compute power, but startups have the freedom to innovate without limits. They're not defending old systems, actually they're building new ones. That's why we're seeing a pattern where tiny AI startups get billion-dollar investments before even launching a product. Because investors know if the startup cracks one major AI problem, like real-time reasoning, human-like creativity, or self-improving models, it's game over. They win the trillion-dollar race. 4. How AI startups are disrupting giants. Remember when Google was the unstoppable search king? Now, ChatGPT and Perplexity are changing how people find information. Remember when Adobe ruled design? Now AI image generators like Midjourney and Runway are redefining creativity. Remember when Microsoft Office was the ultimate productivity suite? Now, AI co-pilots are writing, analyzing, and creating faster than any human team could. This is the pattern. AI startups don't compete with old companies. They obsolete them. They replace entire workflows with a single system that does it all. And the ones that succeed don't just build tools, they build ecosystems. Think of ChatGPT. It started as a chatbot. Now it's a platform with plugins, a store, and an ecosystem of developers building on top of it. That's the trillion-dollar blueprint. The future belongs to AI companies that become indispensable platforms, not just cool technologies. 5. The money flooding into the AI race. In 2024 alone, AI startups raised more venture capital than any other sector in history, over $50 billion in early-stage funding, and the numbers are accelerating. NVIDIA, the company that sells the GPUs used to train AI, is now worth over $3 trillion, proving that AI isn't hype. It's the next industrial backbone. Every major investor knows it. OpenAI is rumored to be valued near $150 billion. Anthropic, founded by former OpenAI engineers, recently hit a $60 billion valuation. And Elon Musk's xAI, less than 2 years old, is already valued at $24 billion. This kind of money doesn't happen by accident. It's happening because investors know something big, possibly civilization-changing, is coming. They're not betting on profits next year. They're betting on control of the future. 6. Why startups have the edge. You might think trillion-dollar dominance is reserved for big tech, but that's where the world is wrong. Startups have 3 massive advantages that even trillion-dollar corporations can't match. 1. Speed. Startups move in weeks. Big corporations move in years. 2. Agility. Startups can pivot instantly, testing, failing, and iterating faster than giants. 3. Focus. Big tech is distracted, divided across dozens of projects and regulations. Startups have one mission. This focus allows them to explore dangerous, radical, or experimental ideas that corporate boards would never approve. That's why we're seeing micro-companies building breakthrough AI models that rival systems costing billions. Because innovation isn't about size anymore, it's about intelligence per dollar. 7. The rise of AI as a service. Another reason the next trillion-dollar company will be an AI startup. AI is becoming infrastructure. In the same way cloud computing became the foundation of the internet economy, AI models will become the foundation of the intelligence economy. Startups are already selling AI as a service, systems that any business can plug into to automate everything from customer support to supply chain management. Imagine a future where every company, from small business to multinational, runs on the same AI backbone. Whoever provides that backbone controls the economy. That's why startups that dominate infrastructure, like Hugging Face, Stability AI, and Scale AI, are quietly becoming the oil companies of the digital age. 8. The real secret: compounding intelligence. The secret weapon of AI startups isn't just innovation, it's compounding intelligence. Each new user generates more data. The data trains the AI. The smarter the AI gets, the more valuable it becomes. This creates an exponential feedback loop, similar to how Google improved search results or how Facebook grew engagement. But in AI's case, the loop is even faster, and because the product improves itself. A startup that figures out how to build an AI that learns from its users without human retraining could achieve trillion-dollar valuation faster than any company in history. We're not talking decades anymore. Yeah, we're talking years. 9. The global ripple effect. When that trillion-dollar AI startup emerges, it won't just dominate tech. It will reshape the entire world economy. AI systems will power industries from healthcare to defense. Entire supply chains will depend on AI automation. Governments will rely on it for strategy, prediction, and policy. Just as the Industrial Revolution built nations, the AI revolution will build empires of code. And at the center of it all will be one company, born in a small office, that figured out how to make machines think better than we do. That company will define the next decade of human progress. We've entered a new age, the age of intelligence. The biggest company of the 2030s won't manufacture products. It will manufacture thought. It won't sell oil, steel, or phones. It will sell artificial minds. Somewhere right now, a small startup is training a model that could change everything. Your job, your country, and the way the world works. And when it does, it won't just make history. It will rewrite it. Because the next trillion-dollar company won't just dominate markets. It will own the future.